All right, so now we're going to go through the problem here. So the first entry, you can follow along. This is in your packet. You purchase 1,000 of inventory with terms 2, 10, and 30. So obviously, you've already covered what a discount is, 2% discount. If you pay within 10 days, the net amount is due in 30. So since we're using perpetual, are we running everything through inventory, or are we running stuff through the temporary accounts? We're running everything perpetually through the inventory account. So inventory is what we're going to use. And so since we're using the gross amount, what dollar amount are we going to use in transaction A? 1,000. Okay, so what is our entry when we purchase 1,000 of inventory? Why don't you take a stab at it, write it down in your manual. If you're wrong, you can mark it wrong, and then that's where you got to look at. So everyone take a stab at A. Anyone, we'll just do shout-outs. I won't put anyone on the spot. What's the debit? Inventory. So I'm just going to slide this down here. There's inventory. And what is the credit? Oh, that's small, right? Accounts payable. You guys get 100. Notice we use the gross amount, which is 1,000. Okay, so now transaction B, we return $200 of the inventory. So what would be the transaction there when we have a return? Okay, you're lowering the liability, so you have to debit the liability, and then you have to lower the asset account. Good. Okay, so this is now the T account. So what is in the T account for inventory? 800. And this is when I'll actually write on the board the T account. You started off with 1,000 debit. Now you just credited 200. So now the inventory is holding 800 and the payable is holding 800. And this is when you want to start cranking out these T accounts. They're not. Oh. Wait, that was you guys all got that. Okay. So, this is when we start using and just getting them, did I put 2,000? Yeah, I did. Whew. These markers make my head hurt. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm allergic to those. I forgot I'm allergic to those things. I gotta be careful. I'll have a headache. All right. So the next one. Now we're paying for the inventory within the discount period. So now we're receiving the discount. So what would that transaction look like? Okay. What would it be? Okay, I always say to the kids, let's start with the easy one. How much cash are we paying? Yeah, it's 800, but we're receiving a discount, right? So the discount is 2%. What's 2% of 800? 16. So what's the cash going out? How much is cash? 784. Okay. What's the payable? We got to wipe out the payable. So we're wiping the payable out of 800. The cash is how much? Okay, now someone yelled out purchases discount. I heard someone say it. I won't put anyone on the spot, but someone yelled out purchase discount. Why would we not want to use purchase discount? Because we're using perpetual. Perpetual, we don't use those accounts. Everything runs through inventory. So therefore, the remaining the remaining credit would be what? Inventory. So now we're going to adjust this. This is going to go here. This is gone. Right? So what's the value of that inventory? 784. Is that what we paid for it? Remember, we record assets for what we paid for it. So here we have it. All right. So hopefully that's right there. There we go. Okay. And then if we don't receive the discount, then the entry would be what? How much cash are we writing? Okay, 800, and then we're wiping out the liability. Any questions on that? Okay, I'm going to stop this right here. I'm going to hit done.